It's another Sunday, July 21, and it's been another hot week. I think pretty much every day we've had temperatures over 30 degrees. I can't even believe how much water I've used to water the garden through all these days. But I guess that's what you have to do to have things grow, but it's just insane. And we have another heat or hot week ahead of us. Hi, Silo Monster. Oh yes, the most beautiful sunflower. Um, but it's the evening now. I've done a lot of different jobs and planting and stuff in a garden, and I'm ready to sort of wrap it up. I still have all the watering to do, but I do that a little bit later in the evening. And for now, I guess we're just gonna go around and chat about all of the changes, because I mean, midsummer, there's a lot of changes happening from week to week, and especially this week again. Oh, and cheers to you all. And cheers to gardening. Okay, so canna lily is beautiful as always. The one in the back is starting to grow. It's gonna be nice and red. Everything here is looking good. I can't believe how cute these. So in a camera they look kind of like a vibrant red, but in real life they're very, very kind of dark, strong, bloody red. No, I don't like. There's a tinge of fuchsia in it. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Anyway, everything's looking good here. Joke of the summer, Peruvian daffodils still not blooming. I'm not sure what's happening. I guess we just have foliage, which is okay too, I guess. And same here. And also the Skalankoe. I guess I can look into what to do to make it bloom. It's been growing nicely, but I don't see any blooms coming out. It still looks nice. Adds like succulenty vibe to the side here. This geranium here is going to bloom soon. One of the branches just snapped off. I don't know what happened. One day I was just walking by and it was just laying on the ground. So I have it propagating in water and we'll see what happens. And blue fescue grass. I don't usually come down this close, but yeah, she's doing good. It's a nice different color. And this is all nice and bushy. Still no flowers on that perennial shrub, but maybe we'll get some. Not sure. Yeah, Silo. Took him on a walk this morning and he just like kept on finding shady spots in people's front yards just to like chill on the grass. I always bring water with him when it's this hot. Actually, anytime above like 17 degrees, I bring water, but this guy is going through a lot in this heat. Raspberries, oh my goodness, we've been picking so many raspberries. I do have some, so these are the yellow ones. They're so tasty, nice and mild. They're all starting to show. So what I did this evening is fertilized all of my vegetables with fish emulsion. I figure it's just about time. I haven't added anything to the soil in the longest time, and we'll see how that goes. I did just nothing too strong because I don't really want to fertilize if I don't have to, but oh, I think we have a bird. There's a bird drinking from the fountain. Let's see if we can zoom in. Just flew away. All right. Did I zoom out all the way? Yes, I did. Anyway, this dahlia here is gonna, I guess that's powdery mildew. Hi, baby. Going inside. We go. This dahlia here is not doing so well. I'm still keeping it because it's got so many buds, but all the leaves have powdery mildew. But I guess that's kind of what it is like midsummer and then onwards with dahlias. At least in this pot, I don't know. I'm not super familiar or experienced in growing dahlias, but that's usually what happens for me around this time. This canna all of a sudden started growing so nicely. I don't even remember. I think it's gonna be red. I guess we'll see. And I was just doing some of the tomatoes, chopping like some of the lower leaves just to give it a little bit of airflow in between. So just did the good old chop and drop all around in all these bags. And then look at my blue and white bachelor buttons. Garlic is just about ready. What did you get, baby? There's nothing better on a summer evening than frozen chicken broth with gizzards in it. So tasty. Gizzard ice cream. My monkey. Alright, you eat it, baby. Cool off. So all tomatoes have little, lots of little fruit on it. Here's some, lots of flowers. So really hoping for a nice harvest, and the ground cherry as well. Ground cherries are doing good. There's like many of them on here, and more on the other 3 plants. Yeah, so anyway, it's gonna be just about time to pull the garlic, and peppers are starting to grow nicely too. I saw a few that looks like little tiny pepper balls starting to grow. We'll see how things go with that. I trimmed some of the calendula and nasturtiums around a couple because it looked like it was choking it out. I didn't even notice these tiny guys here. Anyway, yeah, just trying to take care of everything. The strawberries even I noticed runners going around the bag here. There's another one. Oh, there's one right here. I guess we can just gonna stick it in. No strawberries, but that's okay. There's always next year if we're still here. So beans, these guys look pretty good. I think these might be the yellow ones, and that's why they're so like yellow, but I might be wrong. They're kind of like a lime green color. And then I don't know what's happening with my onions. Like, I don't know if I should be picking them. They're kind of like all collapsed. So I gotta look into it. Or maybe they're just like, I'm overwatering them. Not sure. I got a little ficus plant from Ronnie yesterday. I took one of my cosmos pots for her, and she gave me this and some kale that I already planted. I'll show it in a moment. The avocado is growing so nice and fast, and I can see that the lemons are growing new green leaves. So whatever like I put in the soil, and I did some precision motion today too, and I cut away like all the other ones, just left these 2, so that helped them. They're growing, they're happier, so that's good. Okay, so I purchased this week. This obelisk, $20 on Amazon, and I'm like so happy that I got it. It's not iron, it's like some sort of plastic mixed with some sort of metal. It's quite light, but I put it pretty deep in a bag, and it's very sturdy, so I'm very happy because like these are all my new peas that are gonna be ready sometime in September, so I'm very happy that I have something taller for them to grow on. So that's all good. And then carrots, we've picked a few. Lettuce, we've been eating. Kale, we've been making so many shakes. and eating as well. And then there's basil and dill and mint and Swiss chard growing. Spinach didn't make it, so I'm not trying with spinach until a little bit later, probably after our vacation in August. I'll try, or maybe just before, I don't know. Yeah, and then the cherry, I mean, it's nice and red. And this is the kind that's gonna get really, really dark, so we leave it on a tree. Oh wow, look at those branches. That one is just bending. That's how it always is. This tree is always so loaded. Some years more than others, but always loaded. These plants here are growing nicely. The petunias, always doing well around the fountain. So I didn't cut the grass this week, and it's just been too hot. So all of the patches that I overseeded last week, only half of them are sort of starting to grow, or maybe all of them, but just like little by little. They need more time, so I don't want to mow, and it's something I knew already last week that I wasn't going to mow because I want them to sort of like the little grass seedlings or whatnot establish, and I don't want to rip it out during mowing. So it is what it is. The grass is not cut this week. And there's lots of weeds. So I've been trying to fix that issue too, but that's like work in progress all the time. So we had like one male flower on the zucchini, and silly me, instead of leaving it here for when I recorded, I told my love, and he immediately ate it. So we don't have a flower anymore, but there's another one that's going to grow there. More chop and drop those yellow leaves over there. Here's one of the bags. I don't know if this is the one from radishes or the potatoes, but I planted some leftover beans and more dill and more carrots. So I covered it up with the carrots. I covered them up with comfrey leaf so that we keep the moisture in this heat, so that they actually germinate and stuff. Hi baby, you're back? Are you eating your gizzards? Are you eating your gizzards? My baby. What else? What else? Dahlia is doing good. Oh, there's a bee on it too. And the asters are growing nicely, and the gerbera is growing nicely, and the sunflowers are gonna open in a week or two, I hope. We've picked pretty much all dill, other than just a little bit. I don't know what to do with the seeds, but we harvested one of the bags of potatoes for young potatoes. We immediately boiled like some of the small ones, and then just tossed it with butter and like tons of dill from the garden, and it was so delicious. We still have some potatoes left in the basement, so just so excited. I haven't had a meal like that. We had it with liver and onions, and it was so delicious. I haven't had it like that since I was a kid, I think, in Poland. So brought a lot of really nice memories, and it was super delicious. Okay, and then with grapes, oh yeah, and the sweet peas are blooming. I keep cutting them, bringing to the kitchen. I trimmed this monster grape today, and then I realized, why don't I just like figure out how to harvest some of those leaves and then do something with it. And since I wasn't ready to do anything with it, I just quickly looked it up how to preserve them. So I have 1 jar of preserved grape leaves right now in the kitchen, and then we'll figure out what to do, some sort of rolls or whatnot with it. So the light is touching my baby. So yeah, and all these grapes are getting bigger and bigger. I gotta go quicker in the sweet peas. I chopped the salvia because it was just all like powdery mildew or whatnot on it. So we'll see if it can bounce back and give us another bloom. The clematis is just insanely loaded with flowers, as every year. And then this canna is doing really well and it's growing a flower stalk. And then finally we have the morning glory bouncing. He gave me a bloom this morning and I see there's going to be one tomorrow. And so a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, or 3 weeks ago, when I accidentally chopped the whole top, and I was very sad about it, but it's bouncing back finally. And that kind of stuck in a corner over there, it's the latest. Like, it took forever for it to come up, and I see there's another little shoot. Hi, monkey! Are we checking things out together? My baby. So there was another cosmos pot in the back there, but I gave it to Ronnie yesterday, so I guess I have to like rearrange. Maybe I'll just move this here for now and then move this here to the back a little. I'll just have this for now. In the afternoon, these pots, because they're black, they get so hot because the sun is like directly on them and they tend to wilt. So especially the dahlia and the pinks, so keeping them behind the lavender hopefully is gonna help a little. The trees are doing good. I should probably water them a little bit heavier. Oh my lord, I swear I didn't have that much to drink. I only just started drinking that one glass, but I can speak, so more heavily. How about that? I need to water them more heavily probably this evening. So another thing that I noticed is that I have like bees behind the shed. Just like they dug a hole into the shed back, like into this wood, and made themselves a nest. And we think that they're just like all soldiers and no queen. It's not like a nest where they make honey and stuff, but anyway, we gotta do something about it. So for now I moved the sunflowers because I couldn't get to them because of the bees, and I'm scared of all flying insects really. So I moved the sunflowers 2 pots closer here, so it's easier for me to water, and the other 2 are closer to the other end, which I'll show in a moment. So and I actually like it better. So and those sunflowers are growing really nice. They're kind of spindly, I get it. I should have had just like 1 in a pot, not like 4 and more in that one and more of these little ones. But as usual, I like to mix and match things and overplant and overseed and stuff, which actually brings me, oh, and wait, so I was telling Ronnie about this vinca vine. So then she wanted cuttings, so I took some and I'm propagating it in water. But then one of these, it actually rooted inside there, like in the mulch where the hosta is. So it had like 2 levels like on roots along the stalk. So I just stuck it here in a pot. It came from this plant, so I figured this is where it likes to be. Anyway, so hopefully it's gonna like survive and grow, and then I can give her like already rooted vinca. And then still only 1 flower on vinca, but makes me extra happy. And I'm sure there'll be more. So yeah, that's the shed with the monster. How about this? That's a great view. Right, baby monster? Silo, I love you. So as I was saying, I like to plant a lot of things together because I'm just learning about it really, but I definitely don't like monoculture. I like polyculture and I like permaculture. So just trying to mix things together, like pollinator flowers together with vegetables, and flowers that help repel some insects together, or other plants or herbs that repel insects together with other flowers or vegetables or whatnot. So I'm trying to sort of like mix it so that it's almost like a treasure hunt, going around the garden and trying to like figure out where I have dill and where else I have like more carrots or peas or whatnot. And it just makes me happy that things are just growing all over the place, and it's not all just, one type of vegetable or fruit per bag or pot, which is not me. So anyway, there's the most beautiful sunflower. And then there's more sunflowers right here. Not as beautiful, but still. And it's easy for me to water them, so I'll give them a good drink of water. And there will be more sunflowers here. They're growing. And bachelor buttons. These two are getting big. I rotated the spot because it was kind of getting lopsided. Oh yeah, so another change for this week. I pulled out the ferns that weren't doing good. And then that little hosta that was on the side of the fence and wasn't doing good because it was getting scorched by the sun. So I moved it here, and I think it's going to be happier. And then I took some of these creeping jennies from one of the sunflower pots because it wasn't doing well over there, and I feel like it was maybe choking the sunflower. So I pulled it out and I figured let it spread here. So that's what I did, and I'm actually very happy about it. And even the little callis is starting to grow. Well, looky. And the grass is doing good. You're just the superstar of this recording. You are a superstar. My baby is a superstar. I love you, baby monster. So, that's the view. And then we'll go this way. The peas are pretty much done. And the borage is kind of done too. It's just like I keep fixing it because it keeps falling over, sort of thing. And then these zinnias. Oh yeah, I was gonna pin up the raspberries because it's kind of choking out the zinnia a little bit. But these zinnias are so pretty. I gotta cut some for the house so that they keep blooming. So yeah, and then the raspberries. Everything just looks so green and lush. I noticed we're gonna have quite a few blackberries actually. So I'm super excited. I wasn't counting on any this year because I just like obviously bought this. Oh yeah, I was gonna weed this bed. This border. I was gonna weed it today. Maybe I'm gonna still do it. That's right, because there's like the wild rose from my neighbor's yard. It just keeps growing and invading our territory. Yeah, maybe I'm still gonna do it. So yeah, like all the seed is still there. Nothing's really growing. I just like a little bit here and there. It's just been so dry. You can't keep up with the heat and with the watering. Like this one is not so bad. This one over here is kind of greening up. So it just depends. Like some of them, they're in shade maybe, and the soil's a little bit better in that spot. They're doing good. And the other ones, unfortunately, not. So anyway, we gotta move on. So let's have a look at some of these peppers. And where I don't remember where I saw, like they're all doing really good. So hopefully we have like another month and a half of like nice weather, hopefully. So I'm really hoping for some. I'm probably moving the camera too fast. Oh wait, I know. It was somewhere here. It was somewhere here. Where was it? Oh, here. That one. The flower for love. And I can't see. I have my glasses on and everything's blurry. Anyway, that one. So, more tomatoes from this end. Can I see that? No, it's hard to see. Anyway, they're all there. Super happy. Gardening makes me extremely happy, even though it's a lot of work, but it's work that you want to do. So yeah, the oregano is filling up the spot. So for sure, I think tomorrow I'm gonna like get some ground beef and make some spaghetti and dump all this oregano in it. All right, keep it moving. So this coleus was growing nice, and then today in the heat it just kind of like flopped, especially after I watered it. And so I was thinking of fixing it and making it stand up, but then I thought like all these little shoots, they can go up. So like this little pot, I think it's really hot from the heat, from the sun, when the sun like starts beaming on it. So these lower leaves can sort of cover it, while the ones over there, the side shoots, can grow on top and be better. And the same story over there, I think. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay, see, the grass is trying to grow where I overseeded, but it's struggling. It's just too hot. It's just too hot. And what? Do we really have some blooms here forming? Amazing. Oh yeah, so this is where that little hosta was, and I took it and put it under the tree where the ferns were, and I took some of the cosmos and some of the zinnias from other pots and I put it here just to fill up the spot, and hopefully they will do well. And I didn't have anything to like use to pin the cosmos because they're a little like spindly, so I used this thing that I had from like a house plant, from like a fern in the office, and I wasn't using it. It was just in a shed, so it's a perfect little structure to support my cosmos now. Okay, I think we need to this obelisk. Cheers to the obelisk. Oh yeah, and then on the table, no changes. Things are growing, but still, maybe I will not put them in pots or new pots or whatnot. I was gonna do. Okay, so warning, there's a metal sink on the side of the house because we were gonna use it in a van, but we're not going to because it looks very ugly and used, so we are throwing it out. But we're just like, my love is gonna take it to work with him tomorrow, so it's here, and let's just go by fast because we don't want to see it. So this hosta here is getting scorched. I was gonna prune it. I was gonna like cut off all of these scorched leaves, but then I figured why not leave them, because they are probably providing shade and cover to the other leaves. So I'm gonna cut them off at the end of this week when the temperatures cool off a little bit. Like it's supposed to be hot until I think Thursday, and then we're supposed to finally have some rain. So that's the plan. That's what I'll do. And I'm just noticing I have a lot of aphids or something on this bloom. So hopefully we're gonna get some beneficials coming in here and eating those guys. I never had a problem with blooms on hostas here. So hopefully it's something that just resolves itself. So yeah, down to 2 bags of potatoes. Oh my god, they were so delicious. We had some leftover of those potatoes that we cooked with liver the other day. We had it for lunchy today, and it was just like another blast of flavor. Oh, it was so good. So I had an empty bag, and I got some kale from Ronnie for giving her all the dahlias and the cosmos. So now I have like already a bag of kale here, and I figure I put it here. We'll see how it does, because I don't want it to be too crowded in the backyard, and also like here it gets a little bit more shade, so I feel like maybe it's gonna enjoy a little bit cooler temperatures during the day and a little bit less sun, just crazy beaming on it. We'll see how it goes. The potatoes liked it. The tomatoes that get barely any sun on the other side of the house are doing good. We'll go there right away. So I'm thinking this kale is gonna do well. Now, this hosta took the longest to come up and it's looking the nicest now. Why? Probably because it's in shade more than the other ones, and also has the spider plant pot directly above it, so whenever I water it she gets some extra water. Doing good. So full disclosure, didn't cut the grass in the front either. Just didn't. I was actually planning on cutting this grass and I didn't get around to it. So, and just another note, I know I have clovers and other weeds growing here and I'm totally fine with it. Again, that, you know, natural sort of lawn appeals to me more than just monoculture, just grass and spraying it for weeds. I don't spray anything. I hand pick or pull just some of the dandelions, like whenever they get out of control, and that's about it. And I'm happy about the way I do it, and I'm totally fine with the look because I don't like, the less chemicals the better. That's just it. My car is parked in front of my love's van because he's working on the van, so he needed space for the ladder. Anyway, yeah, another bag of potatoes. They're doing good. Starting to get some yellow leaves and get floppy. We had quite a big harvest from that one bag. And I feel like if we left it like we're leaving these two, it would just be so much bigger. So we're really excited about harvest from these two bags. But we also really enjoyed the young potatoes, and it was a first for my love. Like, he's never had these young potatoes with like a bunch of dill from the garden. Like, we picked all the dill we could. By we, I mean I. But anyway, oh, it was just so delicious. I won't stop talking about it. The front is doing just lovely, just wonderful. I watered this tree extra heavy this morning. Oh yeah, and so this was a total surprise that I have an astilbe here. I don't know, I must have planted it like at the end of the season. Maybe I got it on discount last year. I have no idea why I have this astilbe here, but I'm very happy that it came up. And I was kind of getting like, I noticed the foliage and I was getting this inkling that it might be an astilbe, so maybe subconsciously I kind of remembered it. Anyway, I'm very happy about it. I love how the whole thing is looking. I love this view with my colliers and the drooping over creeping Jenny and the petunias and the dahlia. I can't wait for the blooms, and just like these blooms, like, it's just gorgeous. Oh, it's my love's favorite. He literally wants to dig out these two and put more of these, but I have no idea what they are, so I have to pay better attention. Buying hydrangeas once we move to the island. Anyway, and the least growth in the entire front and backyard, of course, is this poor thing that I thought it was gonna, like, by now spill over. That's how it was last year. I should have put creeping Jenny here. That's what I should have done, because it was just like I couldn't control it. It was growing over so nicely. And this year I thought I'll do like the colliers and then nasturtium, because I figured it would just get so bushy and colorful with the flowers and the colorful foliage on the colliers, and it's just like it's not doing anything. It is what it is. Live and learn. Okay, so at the front here, I guess we can go over there. Everything's doing good. The ants are still attacking the right pot, and the daisies are starting to go over. I've been cutting a few blooms already, but soon nasturtiums are going to bloom. So, and the zinnia, I see it's popping there. Oh, what I should do is just pop some more zinnias in here. Maybe I'll do that. Anyway, all good. And yes, I told my love to get me a bag of soil, and he got me uh, some sort of agricultural mix or whatever it's called. So I have to return it, but I was fine for now. Maybe I don't know how to go. I'll just go quickly this way as he's working on a van. And we'll go to the back. All the daylilies are blooming. I can already see. And I love these yellow ones. Anyway, you can see the clematis, the purple clematis, and the beautiful sunflower is poking. He wants to see. He wants to see what's happening. Hi, baby. Hi, monkey pants. It's mommy. I know. Anyway, clematis. So today I kind of weeded this area, and this cosmos is growing a bud. Awesome. I'm actually gonna have some, and also this comfrey as well. I chopped a bunch of these leaves today, and those are the ones that I put over the carrots that I just seeded. And also I just ripped some into pieces and put it around like the zucchinis, and you know, they'll decompose in place and hopefully feed my zucchinis. These tomatoes are doing amazing. There's flowers on this, and then here they're doing good. Total surprise. So I don't think I'm gonna stake them or do anything about it. Just let them go wild and do their thing, whatever they do. Either way, I'll be happy. I just want to see kind of what happens when you don't do anything and just let it grow. So yeah, except weeding. Of course I weeded because it just looks better. And of course now I see some grass. So yeah, that's about it. Maybe I'll just end it. Wow, 37 minutes. How does that happen? Maybe I'm just gonna end it right here.